Gentlemen, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply, then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry.
Domine. I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now. To save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Witelli killed your father. Sending you here was the best course of action. Most great men of Rome have made names for themselves on campaigns like these, it is true. Such glory can easily be the foundation of a lucrative political career. So Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a...
Salve. I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it. I took the spear from the traitorous Triarchus. You may ask, and I may answer or not. Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small dick bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to...
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris. Well, don't just stand there like a plant. Come on in. By Jupiter, you sure have grown up, haven't you? This is the promising young man I was telling you about, Thermus.
Quite unassuming, but full of potential, I guess. Prime material for the speculatores, if he can prove himself.
A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus, in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Iulius Calidus of my legion Speculatores. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions. Wait. Are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith Sextus and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
Solway. Interesting. I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter. That is good to hear. Keep in mind the matter I'm about to mention is rather personal in nature. Your discretion would be appreciated. I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could convince him to hand over my journal. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
Salve, Legionari. If you're here to get your weapons fixed, you must have me confused with Vulcan. Was he buried with them? This leather is fossilizing. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it. I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consuls Centuriones. You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
We're in the middle of something, Tribune. What do you want? This? Ah, but this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history has ever seen. Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again? Wise choice.
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Oh, did you hear?
We might be at the wrong spot. There's no one here.
Lucullus is clearly mistaken. If there was someone here, I would know.
That's a very useful skill.
Hey! Don't move!
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta Speculatores of Legio Prima Italica. I presume you are my reinforcements. All right, great Premier. See that warehouse? They store Greek fire there. First order of business is to steal it. Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm. So, we should be quick. By the time anyone comes from the city, we're long gone. There's a small camp of sentries just down this hill. If we hit them first, they won't show up as reinforcements.
But then the ones inside the warehouse will hear the fighting and be ready for us.
You have touched the matter with a needle. The choice is yours, Prime.